In Windows 10, System Restore is by default turned to the off position. For System Restore to work in Windows 10, it needs to be turned on. To do this, we go on the desktop, we go to the bottom left hand corner of the screen, we click on the Start button, we right click on the Start button, this brings up this menu, and we click on the System option. This takes us to the System Control Panel interface. Here we can see that System Protection option. We click on the System Protection option. This opens up System Properties. And you can see we have clicked on the System Protection tab in the control panel. It takes us directly to the System Protection tab in the System Properties console. You can see at the minute that the System Restore, the actual option for the System Restore, is blanked out. It cannot be chosen. That is because at the minute, as you can see, Protection Settings has System Restore turned off. Now, to be able to use System Restore, we need to turn this on, and to do this we highlight the OS System option. You can see this is the operating system drive C, which includes the system files. At the minute it is turned off, so we need to turn that on. So we go to Configure. There you can see it is, at the minute it is disabled, so we turn on System Protection, which in effect is turning on the System Restore settings. You can see the disk space usage. This is the amount of space that will be used on the hard drive to store the information when we restore our settings, when we make a restoration onto the hard drive. We can increase the amount of space that we need, but generally the 1% is enough. Every time that there is a new System Restore tab made, it fills in this space. Once this space is filled, every time that a new System Restore tab is created, the oldest tab will be deleted. So this space will only be the space that will ever be used. So each time you make a new System Restore, once this space is finished, the oldest entry for System Restore will disappear from your files. So to apply this, we need to click on the Apply button and then click OK, and there you can see it is now turned on. System Restore button is now highlighted, it is now active, but if we click on System Restore at the moment, we get this warning: no restore points have been created on your computer system. That is because obviously we haven't made any restore points. So we close this down. Again, we make sure OS C System is highlighted, and we now click Create. We name our drive or our new System Restore point, give it a name. So I will put C System Restore 1, and then click Create. Now this can take some time depending on the amount of information that Restore needs to recoup. It can take up to 5 minutes, sometimes longer. There you can see now we have a new restore point. So we close this dialog box down. Now we go to System Restore and we get a new window opening up, Restore System Files and Settings. So we click Next. There you can see the restoration that we have just created is now in the System Restore options box. If you want to restore the computer, we make sure this is highlighted and we click Next, and there, when we click Finish, the computer will be taken back to this moment in time in the computer's life. Because this has just been created at the minute, it would take it back to what the computer was when the restore point was made. So if this date was the 16th of the 8th, say, and today is the 19th, then the system would be taken back to the state that the system was on the 16th of August 2016. We would click finish, and this would take us through to the restore option, or the restore operation for the computer, but I'm just going to click cancel. You can see here that we have my disk D. On this computer I have a D disk. You can opt to have a system restore for another disk as well, or another drive on the computer. So we configure this the same way. We would turn on, again, we just keep it to the minimum for the disk space usage, and then click apply, click OK, and there you can see we now have 2 system restores switched on. Obviously for D there hasn't been a restore point created, so we need to create a new restore point for D, and D drive restore point 1, and we click create. Again, this takes quite some time. And there we can see the restore point has been created for the D drive. Click close. So we now go to system restore. We click next, and we have the 2 options for our D drive restore point and for our C drive restore point. If we click on the D drive restore point, we click next, and the restore point, if we were to go ahead and restore it, this option would restore both drive C and drive D. You cannot restore a drive alone. That does not include system files. The restore point, the restore system restore, is for restoring system files. So even though we have clicked on drive D, system C would be restored as well. We click back, we click on C system restore, click next. You can see here you must always restore the drive that contains Windows. Restoring other drives is optional. So when we opted for drive D before, it would have done both drive C and drive D, but because we have clicked on drive C, it is only going to do drive C. We would click next, and there you can see that drive C is the only drive that is going to be restored. Drive D would remain the same. If we click finish, that would take us into the restore system restore operation, but of course we're going to cancel that. Now, to reverse this, if you didn't want to have a system restore option for drive D, if you wanted to turn it off, simply highlight drive D, click configure, and just disable system protection. Click apply, agree to the terms, and then click OK, and then it is turned off. Now, we have created a restore point for the system C, for the OSC system here. As you see before, we created an actual restore point, so if the computer was in need of restoration back to the point that we made our restore point to, we would opt for that restore point. When we delete, or when we turn system protection off, them restore points will be deleted. So we highlight system C, configure, disable, click apply, agree to the terms, then click OK. Our C system has been turned off. So all restore points that were previously made will now disappear. Even if you were to turn OSC system back on again, the previous restore points that had been made would be deleted forever. You cannot recoup them. So you would have to make a new system restore point, and that is basically how the system restore operates on Windows 10.